Celebrities who aren't really dead. Let's do a deep dive and see what conspiracies are floating around on this one. Seeing a dead celebrity seemingly alive can be freaky and shocking to say the least. Are these just hallucinations, conspiracies, or wishful thinking created by diehard fans? Or did these revived celebs actually pull off the ultimate escape? Maybe they were tired of the paparazzi and sought out the anonymous life the rest of us take for granted. Fact or fiction, it's a claim we can't keep ourselves from exploring. It's the ultimate thriller movie, blurring the lines between reality and illusion. Well, the theories sure have us hooked here at Gossip Gob, and today we're going to tell you about the celebs who supposedly aren't really dead and walking amongst us. But first, before we blow their cover, be sure to hit the subscribe button to see more content, and remember to turn on the bell icon for the latest notifications and updates. And stick around till the end where we explore a bonus celebrity and their suspected escape from death. Sliding in at number 7 is the king himself, Mr. Michael Jackson. The king of pop, Michael Jackson's death in 2009 created a media storm and a subsequent sea of sadness as Michael's fans were left asking, is this really true, with many diehard fans refusing to believe and claiming it was all a stunt by the king of pop. The claims suggest that the master of the moonwalk faked his own demise to escape a suffocating debt, legal woes, and if you go even further down the rabbit hole, the hands of the Illuminati. Check out our Illuminati video to learn more about that. During Michael's life, he faced many allegations that were extremely distressing for Michael personally and the world. But what if I told you there's a rumor roaming around the internet showing MJ climbing out of a coroner's van, the same one his lifeless body was transported in? Believable or absolute BS? TMZ posted this strange footage, leaving fans wondering if it was really him or a clever impersonator escaping his fans and paparazzi. They also sent a message saying, I checked the license plate number, and it looks like the king of pop is jumping out of the same van his dead body has been in. I got the original videotape from a trustworthy source. I have known him for years, and I'm sure it's real, and Michael is alive. Now that's a bold claim to make. The question still haunts Michael's fans who feel they've been left heartbroken and without answers. Did MJ stage his own disappearance? Or are we just chasing shadows? The autopsy questions were eventually answered, and his doctor faced the music, but the mystery lingers. MJ's family is still grieving and raising his kids. So what's the actual truth? The king has died, or the king lives? You decide. Number 6, Tupac Shakur. Even today, Tupac Shakur's death remains a shrouded mystery in the world of celebrities. Meanwhile, some say he's still out there, living his best life on a secret island. I mean, really? Is that even likely? It's been almost 20 years since his merciless murder, with his killers evading capture even after a deep investigation that remains open to this day. Something sure does seem fishy with this one. Police incompetence, tight-lipped community refusing to give people up, or something more. Along the lines of no body to be found because no death occurred. It seems some believe that. Suge Knight, the man riding shotgun with Pac that fateful night, believed his friend might still be alive. In one of his interviews with TMZ, he raised a mysterious question, leaving many asking, what does that even mean? He stated, why do you think nobody has been arrested if they said they were the one that killed Tupac? He told TMZ, because Tupac is not dead. If he were dead, they'd be arresting those dudes for murder. You know he's somewhere smoking a Cuban cigar on an island. Surprisingly, after this interview, Knight was also murdered. We can't keep up with it all. Horrific circumstances or more to the story? You decide. But that's not all. Weirdly, Tupac's music has continued to flow like a ghostly presence, with 7 posthumous albums dropping like breadcrumbs, leading us deeper into the conspiracy and leaving us asking the question, are we chasing a ghost? So, you can be the decider on this one. Tell us in the comments section what you think. Tupac's still out there, smoking Cuban cigars and spitting bars on some remote island? Or is it just our collective imagination running wild? The truth, much like Tupac himself, remains cryptic. Number 5, Andy Kaufman. The curtain closed on Andy Kaufman's life in 1984. Still, the show may not have actually ended. as the legendary prankster was known for his unpredictable antics and despicable hoaxes, which left his fans wondering what was real and what was just a clever illusion. However, after all these pranks, he subsequently dropped a bombshell, claiming that he would fake his death and reappear 20 years later. Hence, when he announced he had lung cancer in 1984, no one took this news seriously, and everyone assumed it was just another one of his jokes. But then, he sadly died. Or did he? 20 years passed and Kaufman didn't resurface. But some diehard fans, like his friend Bob Zamuda, still believed he was out there, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. He's gonna make a comeback, Zamuda insists. But Kaufman's manager, George Shapiro, had to convince the public 20 years later. Andy's very much alive in our hearts, but I don't think his body is around, he says. He died. I was in the hospital. When you hear it put like that, it's bloody sad and makes you want to shout, "Let the guy rest in peace." Well, what do you guys think? Did Andy Kaufman pull off the ultimate prank, or is he really gone for good? Number 4, Jim Morrison. Jim Morrison's death was the Doors' darkest secret, as it's a death that may not be what it seems. It's been over 5 decades since Jim Morrison supposedly met his maker in a Parisian bathtub, but the truth remains mysterious. No autopsy, no concrete evidence, just a web of whispers and warnings. His girlfriend, Pamela Corson, thinks it was a heroin overdose, while Marianne Faithfull points fingers at her dealer boyfriend, Jean de Breteuil, for Jim's death. But then, some dare to dream. What if Morrison staged his death to escape the chaos? Ray Manzarek fuels the fire with his suspicions. There were a lot of strange circumstances around his death. I never saw Jim Morrison dead. Could Morrison have paid off his doctor to fake the death certificate? The plot thickens, and the mystery remains unanswered. On this one, we feel safe to say, rest in peace, Mr. Morrison. Thank you for the music, but you decide. Let us know your thoughts below. But wait, there's more. Bonus conspiracy. Unless you've been living under a rock, when we talk about possible fake deaths, the first name that comes to mind is Jeffrey Epstein. I think we can all agree the guy didn't suicide himself. But is he gone, or was a deal cut and he's living his best life? God only knows where. The talk on the town is that Jeffrey was an informant for the CIA. His island was a honey trap for powerful people, entrapping them in acts that can then be used as leverage for blackmail. Whoa, that's deep. We're not saying that's the case here,